There are still 12 points available over the next 2 weeks. They sit on 3. That might be enough for a 5th, 6th, maybe even a 4th place finish here. My worry is that 100 Thieves only a couple of moments sooner. Ooh, now we're starting to see the power of the Dokkaebi. Do we answer the call? The Florist thrown at the feet, but Rival with the kill onto Gomez. A great way.
Nothing over by bridge, nothing bottom rocket. Need to see some other position go their way if this is really going to be close or really going to be convincing. Adam gets one, and Rival, this might be the play. Oh, but spotted by the Yokai. He's found out. He's well known. Saw hot and cold positioning that Yokai earlier pays off in the late game. Five Fears think they can just make up for the lack of angles with an aggressive up-tempo play. 100 Thieves find it with some insight information, and now Fens and JJ looking for some insight of their own. JJ creeping in, another Yokai around the corner, stuns the ace, smokes landing at his feet. 100 Thieves with plenty of protocols, and that sigh from JJ, I think, is indicative of the situation. Not a whole lot of great options right now, especially as Spirit still has 2 toxic canisters. Nice shot on a hot and cold. Spence loses some more HP. JJ's moved into the off spot, but 100 Thieves should swing around the corner and, well, should now put an end to that. Nice kill by JJ, but 100 Thieves just playing off time when the site just to rotate and enable Snake on this entry, but what are you really going to get at this point? JJ's got the diffuser. Gomez gets the first pick, another call goes out, but this 5 Fears attack is scattered. It's a bit unfocused, and it's just running directly into the defense. A lengthy pre-fire, C4 not even required. 3 players just swing around the corner. Adam gets it with the shotgun, and 5 Fears are basically left in about the same position they were at the beginning of the round. The players alive outside the building without a clear way in, and Forrest is going to take an effective tactical timeout. 15 seconds to go, as these 2 attacks have not looked great.
He'll find himself his exit frag, but that's all it'll be. The Shimikas see to it that he can't even transition through. Spirits doesn't seem too happy that the shotgun didn't deliver at that extended range. I think he's just hoping that someone's going to be able to provide the info for whenever someone is below. He's going to get a glimpse here. The bars aren't kind. It doesn't matter anyway. Rival will fall. He has used a couple...
100 Thieves recognize that. With the Q barriers, they might have placed still on the site with 14 Shumikas. No more smokes, actually. Forrest, okay, Forrest just inside of the site. Recognizing that sitting on their laurels might not get anything good. 5 Fears just decided to sprint on in, put Forrest in position to put the diffuser down, case it with no real opportunity, no real advantage to speak of. 100 Thieves have to get together, put their heads together, find some kind of solution. One player prone around the corner. Kaysen spots him, but loses the fight. Hot and cold, good for the trade, though. Nice little 1v1, or 1-for-1. And Adam, now with his only gun up against these attackers, needs to win them with the vertical angles at play. I think they shot him through the floor. Yeah, indeed. DMR shots open, trying to find the next. Can you get him? Yes, he can. Fens with the final 2 kills. Huge call by, puts that round in a very winnable position for 5 Fears, which, as we saw, for them in round 3 when they were in a disadvantage. Now they don't have the shield. Now they don't have something that might make that same play. The Snake could work, the Damos could work, but one of those is down. And Snake's playing the vertical. Pre-play C4 from below just immediately detonates Rival. And JJ being on 1 HP, that hurts a hell of a...
Atom with the shotgun at close range. He's charged with watching these stairs. He's going to have an engagement only in a moment with Snake.
Well, might have an engagement, but Snake decides to opt out of it as Forrest down, looking to backstab over by bridge. Gomez should get this one, surely. No, dodges around the Kiva sufficiently. Snake finds a nice kill. Crosshair placement good, but the round less so. And even if you get through all that, you've still got Adam, who can look through any of these smoke bolts, look through any of these flashbangs. Gomez either getting aggressive, maybe just getting caught out. Fens might be lurking on the top floor. 5 Fears trying to go for this clear as Forrest goes down below. Big moment for Rival as Snake gets another. Oh, there's an opportunity as they're starting to drop. 5 Fears winning these engagements. Snake with 3. And now Adam, 1v3. But just getting the first cost him so much HP. Flashbang out. He can look through this. But with such low HP, surely just 1 bullet landing should be enough. Snake with 4 kills. How?
Ingredient, but it looks like JJ beats him to it.
Looking for intel.
Conscious of a pick, a little bit longer, but he's just going to go for the challenge straight up anyway. Forrest finds one, but Spirits is there for the cleanup.
There for the cleanup.
Stab.
Perfect timing, too. Right as 5 years commit, they're like, no way, there's a flank. No way, somebody's going to come from behind. They're moving into sight. One spotted, hit by the SMG-12. Getting the next one, no. Fence down by his teammate. But Spirits has done the work. Gotten the kill, made the...
Have been struggling heavy on their defenses. On the side of 100 Thieves, I mean, they got... If you can have a stellar defense. So, realistically, if they can try to do the exact same thing...
Creeping into this position... be so exposed. The coverage needs to be good. They need to be kept at bay. And yeah, Kaysen pushing deep. A nice pre-fire. This is what we needed to see from the ace. Locking it on the two heads. Rival and JJ both down. Gomez ready for the top rocket cut and the bathroom too. Forrest now, hell of a flank. He gets Gomez looking the wrong way, but with the fuser already down, Adams just tagged on the way out of the map. 100 Thieves completely reverse sights, switch their post-plant positions at the drop of a hat. Now Forrest on low HP, 100 Thieves. A very cheeky play, just slipping in beneath the cold. Who's taking a hell of a lot of damage, just clearing out all of this utility on the middle floor. Kaysen loses a 1v1 against Fens, able to shoot the Selma as well. 5 years, not letting 100 Thieves get comfortable.
When you're going to be pushing through those single doorways. My worry is the vert. Where's Gomez? Oh, what a great shot from Atta. Maybe the vert isn't even going to matter. Forrest with a big swing, though. Eventually will fall to his team's smoke. JJ trying to stem the flow, and unfortunately catching Forrest in the crossfire. Spirits and Gomez now. Diffuser on the floor, and 20 seconds to figure out this 2 versus 3.
And figuring out a 2v3 with this low time, with the positioning that 5 years have, it's going to be difficult. Likely requires Spirits or Gomez. Somebody's got to go big. Nice pre-fire. That's something that can work. Can make good use of that. We've seen M80 win a crazy double kill from this position, but Spirits walks into the flames, and that basically does it. Not a whole lot you can do at that point. Can't do it for free, but oh, this is good. You see the player getting the diffuser down just behind the Monty. SMG-12 not good for a tight angle like that. Hot and Cold just walks in, gives some space to Kaysen, and now we're in the post. Map point within reach. 5v5 retake as 5 Fears start moving down to the bottom floor. Snake, a bit ways away from the attackers, but as we can see, a lot of focus on the vert, a lot of focus in the site. Nobody really watching Snake's position. Forrest, oh, C4 caught on the wall. A few key seconds as the nade banks around the corner. Bit far away. No, Gomez rotating up. C4 lands right at his feet as Forrest hops over the banister. Domes at him at hip fire. And can 5 Fears get on it in time? Only 2 seconds to go. They both line up for Kaysen. He falls back in time, and it's elapsed. Even if Snake gets that one, it's all gone. 100 Thieves up 6-3. Hot and Cold, just a couple for 100 Thieves. A lot might come, and a lot might hinge on what Spirits can do with this glass. Using the smoke grenades, finding an angle. Rival swings and Spirits ready for it. Pulls up the DMR. Loses some HP, but just quicker with the single shot. Now hopping in. Sitting in the smoke, trying to give Kaysen the opportunity to put this diffuser down. Sitting. Nobody close in the desk. Nobody far inside of the connector either. Kaysen just sprinting on in. Where is this? Where's any recourse from 5 Fears? No smoke to speak of. It's been banned. No C4's present. Snake finally finds one. There it lands! Snake right at the tail end, but lands it at the perfect time. His second 4-piece.
Flat nades is going to be the order of the day, I'm afraid. Unless Kaysen can get any nice little pinpoints of information there. There is still a vertical presence here from 5 Fears' rival. They'll pick things up with the opening pick. I'm very surprised the 100 Thieves just entirely ignore that, but again, they find themselves knocking on the door of the site right now.
These rounds have been so weird. I don't know how 100 Thieves keep finding moments like this. Kaysen making his way in. Spirits gets a kill in the process, and waiting to see 5 Years make a comeback. Snake, I think, opening up the vertical angle, forces Kaysen off. Hot and Cold good for it, and 5 Years just playing this on the vert. This is a really weird permutation of a basement defense, but it's working out okay for 5 Years. Get 100 Thieves keeping competitive in the gunfights. Even if the plant is uncertain, the guns seem to be hitting. Spotting one, but the SMG-12 again, so tricky. How many times have we seen it betray 5 Fears on a tight angle like that? On the reattempt, Hot and Cold puts the diffuser down, lit up by Fens with the Vector. But now, as they've got what they've needed, their win conditions so sought after in each of their victories. Hot and Cold in 7, Kaysen in 9. Now again, Hot and Cold in round 11 to put the diffuser down, put 5 Fears on the back foot, and likely knock them out of the game. 3-2, a barricade in Fens' way, completely telegraphing his rotation back to the site. Same with Rival dropping down the hatch. Adam's ready for it, and so is the rest of 100 Thieves. 7-4 on Lair for our last game of the day.
We'll dig into more of that in just a moment. Right now, we got Matt standing by, so we'll welcome him in, Mr. Hot and Cold, after the victory. Matt, good to see you as always. Congratulations on a win. It feels like you guys are continuing to trend in the right direction. Does it feel like that as well? Like you guys are improving and building on something every day?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've known our weaknesses since the start of this team, like even in the tryouts, in my opinion. It's all about just finding the consistency in game. You know, it's hard to have the same level of just fire that you have in scrims in a BO1. You know, you start out slow, lose 3 rounds, and now you're just working your way up. And I feel like we've had issues starting slow almost every game for the most part. I think this game we didn't, which was nice. We had a very solid game plan, and you know, I think we played well. I think the confidence is slowly rising, so that's good.
Well, Matt, first off, you know I love you. What's going on over there? I'm looking at some unwanted attacks on that basement, and we got Mr. Kaysen on the dream roll. What's he doing planting the bomb, and you're on the F2, Matt? What's going on here?
I mean, he usually doesn't have the bomb. You know, usually I'm supposed to be Monty or something there, but they had a bunch of Goyos, so I said, fuck it, I'm just going to go Twitch, and I don't even remember if I got any Goyos. No, I did get Goyos that round.
Nice,
but
okay. We're using our
I mean, that's some deep lore,
it's the AK-12, you know? Like, this guy, he had the bomb 1 round. All the other rounds I had the bomb.
There was another round. But
Oh, okay.
As an actual serious question, can you walk me through your bans for the attack side? Because I've seen you take out the Tachanka. I've seen you take out the Azami. What was the plan to utilize with those bans?
Well, for the Tachanka, I feel like Tachanka as a whole right now is just very, very good for the meta. His gun eats up shields. Obviously his util eats up shields. And I think teams are just kind of slower on game day, so you have the plant denial in the late round. But for Lair, it's just a bunch of hallways, right? You know, they got to push Z with shields. Tachanka stops that. They got to push the op side, you know, towards Mask. Tachanka stops that. I just think it makes pushing hard, and so I think the Tachanka ban helps that. And then again, for the op side, Azami playing in there is just annoying.
Yeah.
You know, you saw
the Rebellion actually.
Someone from Packers team, I forgot who it was just eating up Shopify, and just having to deal with that player is just like adds another like 40-second step to the map. So like just getting that out, and I just feel like there's just Azami crutches in the league, to be honest. Just get them out. Just get them out.
Well, Matt, congratulations on the win. I kind of want to pick your brain, and if you even remember, it was round 7. You guys were in R6 room. You specifically didn't go for the default plant where obviously the Tachanka would typically put the Shamika launcher. You planted it right next to the door, right next to the couch. Did you guys have the information on, I believe it was the mirror below, or the Valkyrie below that was going to go for that C4, and that's why you then insisted to plant for the couch to kind of give false sense of hope to not put pressure on the guy below, so he thinks he's making a hero play?
I would like to say it was that deep, but no.
You got lucky.
My thought process was, you know, just trying to sneak a default plant originally. He smoked me off, so I was like, okay. And then I droned close sight, and I was like, I could just prone in. I'm just gonna plant. You know, someone sacked for me. Basically, just, you know, someone died to get the bomb down. And then I knew that the C4 was below. I just kind of hoped that they had no vision on me.
Okay.
I'm be honest. I hoped and prayed, and it worked out.
I was gonna say that's what we were wondering, because I don't even think Mint spotted it at the moment. He's like, oh, Matt's gonna die, and I was like, wait, Matt's planning over by the couch. He's not gonna die, and then a C4 blows up in default. So I thought maybe that was, like I said, I maybe looked too far into it that you guys had the information and was like, okay, we aren't gonna put pressure on him. Let the Valkyrie feel comfortable and make this hero play, saying, I got it, and then sure enough, diffuser goes down, then they start panicking because the C4 didn't work out. But either way, that's good knowledge either way.
All right, Matt, thank you so much for your time as always. Congrats on the win, and we look forward to seeing you play tomorrow, all right?
Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.
Have a good night, man. Well,